You did it. You made it through the action plan. That is so awesome. Be proud of yourself and the steps you've taken for yourself so far. Um, this is not the end, though. This is just the beginning. It's the beginning of a whole new lifestyle of being connected with God and being aware of His presence and His direction in your life. Okay? It's in this awareness that you'll be able to follow through and keep walking the path that God has made for you. And don't let the enemy get better of you and make you believe that this won't work or that this isn't working. You will get the weight loss as long as you don't give up and you don't give in. The only difference between me and my clients that have been successful is the fact that we haven't stopped doing these things. And so many other people, they quit just before it really starts working for them. You need to trust God and trust His word and His process, because really this is all about Him and what He's directing you to, okay? Here's what this whole action plan boils down to, okay? Get the majority of your pleasure, of your self-care from God. Go to Him first. He's the only one that can really fill that for you and make you feel amazing. He's got all the answers to the way you should go and what you need to be doing and the actions you need to be taking in your life. Look to God first and grow that relationship. Number 2, eat food closer to God's hand than man's. Plan and eat food that God created for you and wants you to use to fuel your body. He created food as fuel for us, not to fill us up, not to make us feel better, but to fuel us. So start asking yourself, am I eating just to be filled, or am I eating to be fueled? Okay? If it's just for a filling, it's time to start passing. And the only way that you're going to be able to really ask yourself this question is to really bring awareness by making a plan, by preparing, by evaluating, okay? Also, another big key is being very aware of the enemy's lies and deceptions. He wants to trip you up. He wants to think you don't have time in the morning to spend it with God. He wants you to believe that moving your body is too hard. He wants you to think you can't do this, that it's not working for you, that you'll always be overweight, that you will always just be miserable in your skin, that you're too tired. All of it. He wants you to believe it. And when you choose to listen to the enemy, that is where you're going to feel stuck and defeated, and that's right where he wants you. Okay? But you do not have to stay there. You can bring his lies to light, his deception to light, and you can bring it to God and say, give me the truth, Lord. Help me defeat him. And he will equip you every time. Okay? And that's what these 7 steps in this action plan really boil down to and revolve around each day. Okay? Submit to God. Motivate yourself. Move your body more. Eat a little bit better. Eat a little closer to what God provided for us. And keep learning from every mistake we make by giving grace and getting curious, okay? Let all those little actions build to a point where you're just taking care of your temple day in and day out and just living God's really good plan for your life, okay? There's so much joy in following through on these very simple little commitments that you make to taking care of your mind and your temple. Okay? I want to leave you with just a few last tips, okay? Here's a verse that I love and I remind myself of daily. Be self-controlled and alert. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. That's from 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Being alert helps us gain self-control. Often in the evening, this is when I find afternoon and evening are the two hardest times for most of my clients, because we've had to make decisions and be alert all day, and we want to switch it off. And Satan knows this. He knows you're at your weakest then. That is a time when you actually need to be the most alert. Take time to be aware and pray. And that's how you will gain that self-control, because you will be going to God. And that's where self-control comes from. It's a fruit of the Spirit, okay? Be very aware of that during those difficult times during the day. Also, make it easier on yourself. Combine some of these steps. You know how I lump together planning and preparing in the evening, okay? But you can separate that out. You can plan after you've had time with God. Or move while you're saying a verse, a Bible verse, or reading the Bible. Or pray while you're moving. Evaluate and then also write down your why you're doing this. Lumping things together makes them easier and reminds you to do them. So don't be afraid to really group these together, okay? And lastly, recruit a friend for support and accountability. Share your food journal with them, maybe even your assessment. Be sure to talk to them about where you keep stumbling, the obstacles that the enemy keeps putting up, and discuss those pitfalls and ways that you can improve with them. We are built for relationships. Don't be afraid to have a relationship with someone when it comes to losing weight, okay? It's so important. And I want to leave you with this. God created you to live life and live it fully. That is why he sent his son to die for you. If you are still struggling and needing help, that's why I'm here. I help give women the support, the accountability, but also some very key tools and tips and ideas for their specific situation. And I help them succeed with this. That's my God-given calling. I am here to encourage and help women honor and love their temples, okay? That way they could stop spinning in the self-doubt, stop spinning in the misery about their bodies, and just really live in freedom and excitement for God's calling in their life, okay? So if that's something you really want and you think you really need, and you're just ready to lose this weight for good and change your lifestyle so you can just live this way forever and not have to worry about these 15 pounds again, please sign up for a consult with me. It's totally free. You can find the link in the email in which you found this video, or you can also find the link in the daily action plan. I pray you do this. I pray that if you're still struggling, you sign up for a consult. Not only for yourself, but also for who God's called you to serve. Okay? I am so excited you made it through this action plan. I can't wait to hear about your success. Please keep me updated and let me know how you're doing if you have any questions. And just always remember, God's got you. Now go. Keep taking care of that temple. Blessings.